Hello everybody, this is a study guide for our tests from 1222 to 1-4 on World War I. So make sure you watch it a few times. So if you see what events led directly to World War I, Archduke Franz Ferdinand gets assassinated. Germany begins to mobilize its troops. Russia supports Serbia because they were in their alliance, and Serbia receives an ultimatum that they reject. And then Germany invades. And other things, you may read a primary source about an attack. So if there's an attack about, machine gun fire, artillery, men going over the top, poison gas, tanks, that's in World War I. Okay? Other things. What factor caused many European countries to be involved in World War I? The big thing was alliance systems. Before the war, there was these alliances that countries promised to fight if their ally was attacked. German unification. Now, Germany, big thing with World War I and World War II. How did Germany unify? This is going back a few chapters, but Otto von Bismarck unified Germany. And then Germany's going to be looking to dominate Europe ever since that unification with Otto von Bismarck. So, you may be reading a passage, okay? Over the top, that's World War I, okay? And the big thing is the machine guns, the barbed wire, the tanks, the poison gas. There's all this equipment that had never been seen before used in combination in World War I to fight. You may take a look at a heading. Who was responsible for World War I? Well, there's a lot of people. What was responsible for World War I? Well, Austria-Hungary blamed Serbia for encouraging terrorism after Archduke was shot. Russia supported the Serbian desire for self-determination. Russia's like, Serbia, you don't have to listen to the Austrians. Great Britain believed they had to protect Belgium from German invasion, and Germany did invade Belgium. So some of these things was imperialism. People were not happy with foreigners in their country. Now, in China, remember, there's a lot of upset over the foreigners, and the Boxers rebelled in China. I know that's a review question, but there will be some review questions. Now, here's another review question. Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels, they believed that the Industrial Revolution, it's where the bourgeoisie and the rich, they came and they took over all the money. And Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels wanted to see that money redistributed and redivided. So you're going to take a look at some observations of World War I. People are going to be talking about having to live in trenches. There's going to be shelling and bombs being dropped constantly. Bombardment day and night, gas, machine guns, hand grenades, airplanes, the horrors of the war. This is all World War I and the technologies used during World War I. So, if you see stalemate in the trenches, assassination Archduke Franz Ferdinand, you guys know it's World War I. Alrighty? So, a lot of things about World War I. Poison gas was a big weapon that's going to be used in World War I. Okay, and it's this role of military technology that's going to change the battlefields forever. Now, the sinking of the Lusitania, unrestricted submarine warfare. Okay, Germany says they're going to sink any ship, passenger ship, cargo ship they see on the seas, and that was a warning sent out. And they did sink many American ships because, America was supplying the enemies of Germany. So the one event that sparked World War I, assassination Archduke Franz Ferdinand. You guys need to know that. During World War I, developments in military technology, now there's poison gas being used. And there's submarines in the ocean being used by both sides. Now, the Balkans, okay, is where there was a lot of tensions before World War I, and that's where Serbia was, and that's where the spark to start World War I happened. the Balkans wanted freedom from Austria-Hungarian Empire and the Ottoman Empire. Now, to fight in World War I, there are a lot of recruiting posters. The women of Britain say go. This is appealing to people. You know, this is propaganda. This is like saying, listen, you guys have to go fight. Be a man. Fight for your country. There's a lot of propaganda on both sides, and that's one-sided information that makes only your side look good. Now, what's a fact? You may look at three statements. Opinions are what people believe. A fact would be something happened. Like citizens of Allied nations showed. Okay. And an opinion is what somebody believes. So if they say, what's an opinion? That'd be like somebody's thoughts. Like what somebody believed is an opinion. Facts would be like concrete dates. Like the war started in 1914. So basically in the Balkans, people were wanting to resist Austrian rule, and that's where the assassination of Franz Ferdinand came in. The immediate cause of World War I, it's the assassination of Franz Ferdinand. Okay? Now, there's propaganda posters to get people to fight, you know, enlist today, who is absent from the military. These are all going to be, you know, like serve your country. You'll see the flag. It's all dealing with nationalism. Watch this a few times. Take your time on this test, and good luck.